Alright guys, on this video we're gonna talk about how to find profitable niche you can sell on Reddit. Now do remember, Reddit is a very huge database in which there's a lot of people trying to tap into it, and it is also known as number 26 highest traffic site based on Alexa.com. Now here's the thing, is a lot of people, they try to get into the first page of Reddit. Now the truth is, even though it is amazing if you are able to get into it, in reality it's gonna be way too difficult to get it unless it's a major news, which is right now people talk about Dallas issue, and then all these other stuff like pictures and everything else, and a lot of them are not relevant topics. Now when you do a research on what you want to focus on and the niche you want to focus on, you got to be very specific in terms of what you're looking for. Because if you're not specific enough, let's just say you decided in your mind that you are going to focus on wedding niche. Okay, so on the wedding niche itself, as we know it, is pretty huge. Some people, they just come up with the idea of, you know what, I'm just gonna come up with the wedding ideas. Okay, and then when they come up with the wedding idea itself, then they're gonna come up with this website such as bridalguide.com, which give people wedding ideas. Now the truth about this is, sure enough, you can come up with the wedding ideas or maybe wedding themes and so on, but chances are when people get into this, they are still in the stage of just brainstorming. They are not already buyers. They are not the person that will give you $20,000 or $30,000 to help you with your wedding, to help the clients with the wedding or whatsoever. On the other hand, let's say if you come up with the idea of wedding organizer, right? And when we talk about wedding organizer, still it is not specific enough. Why is it not specific enough? Because wedding organizer could be in different state, could be in different countries, it could be in different continents. So it's not, when it's not specific enough, again, it's not gonna touch the core, the main core of what people are looking for. So you need to be able to be like extremely targeted in terms of what you're looking for. Wedding organizer in New York, right? If I put like this, as you can see, it show up in Bali, in India, Indonesia, Indramayu, in Bali, and so on, maybe in New York. Okay, and if I start searching for this, as you can see, a lot of this starting to show up. Now this is extremely targeted, in which that people are going to start to search for this. Now one click on this could be a potential $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a pop. All right, so it's not so much about like, oh, people are just gonna look for ideas anymore, but this one click could be a potential $30,000 or $40,000 or even $50,000. So if I click on this, well, this is an ad. This person have to pay $4 or $5 for it. And what happened is, you can see right here, book your event today, and put your first name and so on. Now, when people actually put the information here, this is a potential 30, 40, 50 grand over there, just like that. So you have to be able to think in terms of how much money you are going to be able to make when you are very specific in terms of what you're looking for. Okay, so the wedding organizer in New York will be more specific rather than just free articles on wedding. because free articles, you're going to get potential freebie seekers, not potential clients. But if you are talking about wedding organizer itself, is very specific enough. It's the same thing with Reddit. If you focus on a certain niche, so let's say weight loss niche, right? Instead of I just want to get into the first page, which is not targeted at all. And when I click on it, you can see right here, it shows a lot of information that is more relevant than before. So when you find out about a profitable niche, this is what you want to focus on. All right, so that's all for now, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care now, guys. Alright guys, the next step is to find profitable products that you can promote to your list. Now this is very important because a lot of time what happened is they decided to get into a certain niche, and the next thing they want to do is they're going to spend time, most of the people, you're going to spend time on creating the products. But the truth about creating your own product is going to take a lot of time. And it's going to take massive amount of effort on your part, which just can take months. Now, and another problem with selling your own product is you do not know whether it's going to convert or not. You do not know whether the conversion is going to be there, whether the customer base is going to be there or not. So the first step that you need to do is, instead of trying to sell your own product, is to sell affiliate product first. That allows you to pretty much make the money faster than before, in which you are able to monetize from it immediately from the traffic that you receive from Reddit. Okay, so what you want to do is you're going to go to clickbank.com and search for the affiliate marketplace, and then you can search for, let's say, health and fitness. And in health and fitness, instead of searching for the popularity, and what you want to do is you want to search for the gravity first. All right, that allows you to know which one convert the best, which one not converting at all. Anything above 50 or 60 is pretty huge in terms of the conversion. So if you look into this, this is the 294. That is extremely huge. Okay, so it means that diabetes is pretty much one of the biggest one here, and the 3 weeks diet, fat diminisher, and unlock your hip flexors, and so on. So this is pretty big. So this is what you can take a look at it first. Another one that I'm looking at is this sign here. This is called recurring. So recurring is one of the biggest one that you want to focus on, because recurring allows you to make passive income without you having to keep selling the products over and over again. So this is really the key to this. So take a look at this and then choose few products that you can promote that you want to sell first. And then what you want to do is once you choose a product, then you're going to go to the next video. If you want to find products, you can simply search on this. If you're in the self-improvement niche, simply click on self-improvement and so on. And there's so many things that you can do and find the products that you can sell immediately. That's all for now, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care now, guys. Alright guys, now once you're ready, your next step is to sign up for reddit.com. okay, is reddit.com. Now with reddit.com, I want you to take a look at all this username here. Now if you see all this username here, chances are they don't really use a certain username that is very, very powerful. Like let's say this guy is you use a certain avatar, and see more, make suggestion, and the account is about 1 year and 2 months and 11 days. All right, so pretty much you can see they don't use a full name or anything like that. There's no so-called branding. That's what I'm trying to say. Now what you want to do is you simply go to log in here, sign up, and you sign up your information. But again, your username, choose whatever it is that you want to do. Don't put your full name or anything like that, because there's no so-called branding in this case. What you want to do is, the most important is the older your account is, the higher your chances to get your information posted. All right, so if your information is not posted correctly, then chances are you're not doing a good job at all. Okay, so look at this guy here. He has about 2 million links posted. Now if you look at how many months he has the account, it's about 1 year or 2 months. So anything that is less than 2 weeks or 3 weeks, chances are this is not good at all. So trying to use a username that is completely that is not your username, your full name at all. That allows you to be have more privacy, especially when you're trying to put a username, trying to link to your blog and those kind of stuff. Because let's say if your name is John Doe and your blog is John Doe, chances are some of the moderators gonna start to say hey, this John Doe guy is just trying to promote his blog. You don't want to do that. Okay, so what you really want to do is you want to make sure that everything is anonymous, which is nobody knows who you are, your username and so on. And then when you post a link, even though that link could be your blog, could be your personal blog and so on, but still people will not be able to know that is your blog. All right, very important on this. So sign up as soon as possible. Once you sign up, leave the account alone for at least 2 or 3 weeks before you use it. Okay, now we're gonna share with you on the next step on what you need to do next to achieve your full potential with Reddit. All right, that's all for now, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care now, guys. Alright guys, once you have pretty much signed up for the Reddit, let's explore Reddit in details. That allows you to understand how Reddit looks like and what you can do to get massive traffic from this. Now here's one thing that you have to understand. With Reddit, this is the main page, but it doesn't necessarily means that you want to focus on the main page, because the main page first is not targeted. And if you look into the trending itself, you can see a Pokemon Go, fitness, Stargate, and all these things are pretty much what is hot at this moment itself. In here I made 6 colorblind friendly version of the Pokemon. So if you are in the self-improvement niche, this doesn't make any sense. This is going to be what we call the extremely broad target, which is not going to be good for your business anyway. So what can you do about it? So what you want to do is you're going to go to search. Okay, so if you go to search and then you click on weight loss, so maybe you're in a targeting weight loss audience, and look into this very carefully. So look into the Fat Logic here. It has about 133,000 subscribers. Lose the Fat, a place for people of all sizes to discuss healthy, sustainable method and so on. It has about 329,000. This is fitness for women, 107,000. For female Redditor who are fit, want to be fit, like reading about fitness, put up getting fit and so on. Take a look at it very closely. on, whether this is gonna be the good niche to focus on, because some of the niche itself right here is only about 1,137 subscribers, and this one has 848 subscribers, and so on. So weight loss may be a good idea, but you can probably also expand it as well. Maybe six-pack, abs. Okay, six-pack abs only have 1 subscribers, which is not good. Lose weight. Okay, so lose weight this one has about food for small bodies, 61,000, and this one has 1,137. Okay, and this one has 400 subscribers. Play around with all these keywords. Maybe if you're in a relationship, ex-girlfriend, okay, 3,039, maybe relationship. Okay, this one has a 494,000 subscribers, and so on. Take a look at them very closely. Now this is how you submit a new link, submit a new text post, and so on. Now what I want you to do is, instead of trying to immediately submit into it, because chances are they're not going to approve if you are a very new account and so on, what you want to do is, I want you to just go to let's say relationship advice. Okay, and then in here is kind of, I'm very worried about my niece. Okay, her parents are typical, run this and that. This is all discussion, which is good, but at the same time you need to read the guideline. Okay, so if you read the guideline, details, anything may be relevant, click here to see example how lack of the detail can be problem, and so on, and see what is the guideline look like. Can you put your link on it? Will this gonna help you if you put a link on this at all to your blog, and so on? This is very important. Now in here it said like this point was submitted on July 2016. It has 41 points, 87 of upvoted. All right, so if you like this group itself, what you want to do is you want to subscribe first. So if, let's say, if you want to subscribe to this, if I go to weight loss, right, and as you can see on the weight loss, wait, not from here, I have to go back from Reddit, because that is a main page. Lose weight. Now you can see that I subscribe to this one, right? But I like weight loss better than lose weight. Let me just go back here. Okay, so if you see this right here, it has about 133,598, right? This one has about 300,000, but let me take a look at it very carefully whether I can post anything to it. All right, so I'm going to open in a new tab. Now when I open up in a new tab, this is going to be your subreddit, which is the exact link that you're going to have. Right here it has all this information, such as 45 pounds down since Thanksgiving, changed my life. So you're going to click on it and see what they say about it. Okay, so this is all writing here, but at the same time, what you want to do is you want to read on a post and read guideline first. You're submitting a text-based post, speak your mind, a title, and so on. Make sure that please read our new post guideline. All right, so if a new post guideline allows you to, will this allows you to mention anything at all? Can I have the link, or they don't allow a link at all? Okay, so you have to check on this. So with this one, I'm kind of saying that maybe this is all about community that doesn't allow link at all. All right, because the way it looks like. On the other hand, if I go to the second one, let me go back to the second one. This one, FatLogic, right? Now FatLogic seems to be, it seems to be open, like submit a link, submit some text and so on. It seems to be more open compared to this one, all right, compared to this community itself. So I'm probably gonna subscribe to this one. Okay, once I subscribe to that one, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start being more proactive. Okay, being more proactive by starting to comment stuff. Okay, so weight gain is not depending on eating. I want to say something witty, but I just cannot get past this, blah 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 and so on. Then you can start adding more of your contents, adding more of your comments all the time. For the next few weeks, what you want to do, you want to start adding comments all the time. And once you're ready, then you can start to submit link. All right, your link, your title, and then put it up. That way the community will be able to start seeing stuff, and then that's how you're able to get traffic to your business. So that's all for now, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care now, guys. Alright guys, on this video we're gonna talk about traffic strategies with Reddit. Okay, now there are two-step process that you have to understand in order to get traffic from Reddit itself. The first one is you got to be able to search for the right audience for your business. In other words, you want to make sure that the websites that the subreddit, which is the subdirectory of the Reddit itself, that you have to focus on should be in your market. So let's say if you are in the self-improvement industry, okay, or maybe dating, okay, and you got to look into carefully how big is the dating market itself. So let's say dating could be relationship. All right. Now I'm gonna go back to relationship from the Reddit, not from this, not from the subdirectory. So relationship. Okay. And what I'm going to do is, if you look into the relationship, the market itself is like, this one has about 500,000 subscribers, right? This one has about 123,000 subscribers. And what you want to do is, you got to take a look at it very closely in terms of what are these people post about, okay? So let's say these guys say, update my 25 female boyfriend, 26 female, and the boy 26 male serenity his co-workers. And take a look at it carefully. Hi, thank you for all your advice. What a stressful situation. Here is quick update. After everything, I was really pissed off all weeks and this kind of stuff. I broke up with him, blah blah blah. Now these are more like discussion, okay? Now discussion itself maybe not good if you're trying to promote a link or something like that, okay? Because a lot of time, if you see all this information itself, it's all writing, there's no link whatsoever. Now on the other hand, let me see, my fiance asked us to back out of our trade with them so he could attempt to rekindle the struggle relationship. Okay, original post. So this is still Reddit stuff, and all this information here, again, this all writing. So this is all about relationship. The people are talking with each other. Chances are for this to even have a chance to link to your blog is going to be much more difficult than than if you are trying to, if you are doing like some sort of discussion itself. But if you take a look at it on the number of people actually read this, look at this number, 6,324. Okay, now if you can make a tweak on this, all right, make a tweak on this. Let's just say right now you create a discussion and you can talk about like, hey, you can discuss information right here, but at the same time you can kind of say like, hey, based on what this guy mentioned on his blog, blah blah blah, that I don't have to worry about this, I don't have to worry about it, what do you think about it? And chances are people are going to start to respond to it, because there are 6,000 people here right now. Okay, right now, that's what it said here. All right, so if I go back to another one, let's say this is the top one. Okay, there are 6,299. Keep trying to make me into her pretty princess daughter, blah blah blah. And my husband doesn't see a problem. A mother-in-law, right? And those kind of stuff. There's a 204 comments. It means that this right now this should be more than 10,000, 28,000 people. Okay, so all these things are pretty much is like, if you can really see it, like pretty much right now these are the readers. The question you need to ask yourself is, how can you slip in the information itself? Like, let's say, then in other words, you got to talk a little bit about this guy. All right, so let's say, hey, based on the blog post from this guy, he mentioned that there's 7 steps, but I do not know which one is better for you. You can kind of try to slip on it in order for you to be able to get the information, get the traffic to your website. But if you look into the rule for posting here, the subscriber is about helping people in need, age requirements, spelling, grammar, no gift suggestion, post, general question, no photo links, and so on. So it means that this may not be a good website to advertise your stuff. Okay, but let me go down to this one. Okay, community guideline, anything that may be relevant, click here to see example how details, post for relationship, update previous post only, don't post rant, unsolicited advice, general topic requests, social experience, posting your real situation, harassment, comment on, include insult, blah blah blah. So this is still okay. So it sounds like the other one, 100, the one that the previous one doesn't allow, but with this one it seems like it allowed to have a link, request for relationship advice and update to previous post only. Okay, for previous relationship advice or update on previous. Okay, so can married women have male friends? And then yes, they can. This has about 200 users here right now. And insecurity, blah blah blah. After accepting a job board, my boyfriend and I decided to long distance. My contract with the company is 2 years. We are 8,000 miles away, blah blah blah, and so on. Okay, so this doesn't have a lot of traffic, but it does somewhat kind of allow people to post anything at all. So what you want to do is, let's say I like the weight loss part. Weight loss, this is my favorite topic anyway. So if I go to weight loss, you can see right here with the Fat Logic, which is with the Fat Logic, which is, this is the link right here. It does allow people to post. All right, now look at, you can see right here people start posting a link. Right here you can see submit a link with a site range and those kind of stuff. So it means that you can post a link right here. This is very important. Now you can see that it also has about 589 users at this point itself. So if I click on this, you can see like it immediately go to a page and so on, which is very powerful. So you can simply put a link to your websites. All right. Now, my recommendation before you are able to do that is to start commenting first instead of trying to posting the link and so on. Okay. I want to say something witty, but I just cannot guess. Hilarious, blah blah blah. And this one posts a link. We all know it is retarded, blah blah blah, and so on. Okay, so I suggest you, before you post anything at all, like post up a link and so on, what you want to do is you want to discuss first. Once you discuss first, like put a comment for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, then when you start posting a link, your chances on getting approval is going to be much higher. All right, so start looking around, look into it very carefully. If you see that this is the place where you can put your link on, then for many reasons, subscribe to them. If not, then move forward, finding the one. You don't have to be like weight loss itself. It could be exercise. It could be exercise. Okay, that is something that is relevant with your niche itself. This one has about exercise out of depression, right? And then you can see right here, and you can submit a link and so on, and my biking stuff. Okay, so this is very important. So you can take a look at it very carefully on what you can do to get more traffic in many ways, but you want to make sure that you're able to submit your link. This is very important. All right, so that's all for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care now, guys. All right, guys, let's just say you have get the traffic from Reddit. The next question you need to ask yourself is, how can you maximize the conversion? How can you build the relationship with the people that you direct from Reddit itself? So let's just say right now, let me just draw this for you so you will have a better understanding. All these people from Reddit, they go to your blog that you have created. The next question you need to ask yourself will be, well, what can I do to motivate them to come back to my blog every single time? This is the question that you need to ask yourself. Now, here's a few factors that you can use. The first one is your vision. Okay, your vision play a very powerful role in what you want your audience to have all the time. For example, that with your vision itself, let's just say you want your audience to be able to have the transformation. Okay, what kind of transformation do you want to them to have? Let's just say you are in the industry where you teach someone how to get a girlfriend. Okay, the transformation from a lonely guy to have the girl of his dream. All right, the girl that is going to help him out in the future instead of a gold digger and so on. All right, so this is the vision that you want to have in your business. Okay, so every part of your blog is going to smell quality instead of just information, instead of just articles like most people have. So when people go to your blog from Reddit right now, all these Reddit users, you want to make sure that you don't just go ahead and give them information, but you want to ensure that they will stay and stick on your blog forever. That's what you want to ensure them to do. This is really the key to this. So the harder thing to do is not so much about like, hey, I just want to get traffic to my website and so on. Is the vision itself very important. So every single time they go to your blog, they're going to find some new information that will help them get one step closer to the goal, which is the ultimate goal itself, is to get a girlfriend. That's the ultimate goal that you want them to have, and that is the goal that you need to provide to your audience when they come to you anyway. This is really key to this. Now, so before anything else, think about the type of blog post that you want to put up. Okay, the blog post that you want to give to your audience. The more you give to your audience that will help them get closer to this goal, the higher the chances that people are gonna go to your blog all the time. They're gonna subscribe to your newsletter. They're gonna buy your products. They want to make sure that you they are going to use your services. They're going to keep coming back for more. This is really the key to this. So just remember to have these two things in mind, and the vision, the transformation, and the quality that you're going to put up all the time is going to play a major factors on building a relationship with other Reddit users. Because if you look into the information, the comments that they put up, all of them seems to have a lot of problems, a lot of issues that they face. So if you try to sell them stuff instead of educating them, instead of giving them information that will solve their problem, chances are when you put up a new comments or a new link, they're just gonna vote down instead of voting up, and your chances on getting traffic in the future is just going to get less and less. All right, so that's all for now, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care now, guys. All right, guys. Let's just say you decided to utilize Reddit and to get the most traffic for your business. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to search for the popular traffic in the certain categories or subdirectories, like subreddit of your choice. Now in this case, we are going to utilize this Reddit Fat Logic itself and see which one will give you the most traffic. And if you look at the sideline here, this is like upvote, and then this is downvote, and you can click on it in order for it to go up. This is like 197 pounds of me was muscle, bone, and fluid. Okay, and if I click on it, it just didn't show anything. This BMI, blah blah blah, and this kind of stuff. All right, and then whatever you do, don't listen to your doctor. Is giving you bad medicine. You are gorgeous. All right, dear Pat, all this information. Now if you look at the numbers here, this is 10 hours ago. Okay, and then it has 1,271 views, just like that. Okay, think about the visitors that you got if you are actually become number one. Right now it's a 1, 2, 3. All right, and you got 1,271 views. This is like 10 hours ago. And this one, and then it has about 216 comments on it. Okay, 216 comments on it, and people talk about it all the way. And then the person that posts this link participating on commenting again, in which people start to become more active, and people vote for it, and so on. This is very, very important for you to see. So the traffic strategies that you have to think about is not so much about like, hey, what can I do to get more traffic from this without any work? the strategies that you have to put up will be, first is the title itself. Weight gain is not depending on eating. All right, so this is what this person said. Put out a picture. It's not depending on eating, and most non-retarded people know that. All right, okay, whatever it is, it has about 27,000 views. Okay, 27,000 views, and then this one is being put like 9 hours ago. All right, 27,000 views. That's a whole lot of traffic, and he has about 993 likes on it. So think about what you can do to actually, to assemble what they have here in terms of the popular posts and traffic that got the most click on here. All right, like in here, 197 pounds of me was muscle, bone, and fluid, and so on. And this was posted like 5 hours ago. As you can see, it has 6,315 views. All right, so this is like huge. So visualize that you got 6,000 views, 6,000 visitors from Reddit. How will that impact your business? So this is something that you have to think about. So come up with this idea, the description that they have, and so on and so on, in order for you to come up with what you need to do to build your business, okay, to redirect people to your blog post and so on. Instead of this guy, he just pretty much what he did was he just put it on the imguru.com, which is not going to give him that much traffic anyway, but to this website. And what you can do is really instead of like depending on giving the traffic to the imguru.com or something like that, you should get the traffic from somewhere else to direct your blog and so on. 6,000 plus visitors in the last 5 hours. That's really, really huge. That is something that you want to focus on. All right, so play around with this. At the same time, give me 1 second. At the same time, think about like maybe 10 or 20 of them, because it's gonna change. Okay, right now it's 8 hours. Later on is gonna be something else. So take a look at it very closely and see which one will give you the most traffic. All right, so the more you're trying to copy the popular posts, the higher your chances to get the popular description or headline, the higher your chances to get like more traffic to your website in a short period of time. All right, so that's all for now, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care now, guys. All right, on this part of the video, we're gonna talk about what you can do to get traffic from Reddit the traditional way. Okay, first, wait 2 weeks. Okay, so if you just get a brand new account, wait 2 weeks. Don't just go ahead and put up a link right away. Now during these 2 weeks, all right, so you wait 2 weeks, but during these 2 weeks, active on commenting on the blog, on the Reddit, okay, on Reddit. So if you focus on active on commenting on Reddit, what you can do at a point itself is like people are gonna start to see you differently, and you can start making friends with other Reddit users and so on. Okay, so when people see you, they like you, they love you, chances are when you put up a link and so on, and people are gonna start to be motivated to click on the vote for your link in the future. And the second one the traditional way is to to search for popular posts, popular headline. All right. So when you see the popular headline, what you truly want to do is you want to start copying what the popular headline look like, and that will be the second step. And the third step is to create blog posts based on the popular headline. Okay, from popular headline. And then the fourth one is when you're ready, after 2 weeks and so on, the longer the better, and start submitting every day. Submitting every day. Now, even though you submit every day, it doesn't necessarily means that you don't do anything beyond that. You're still gonna comment at the same time, because that's how you make friends. Active active comments, commenting on other people Reddit account. These are the traditional way to do it. Why this is important? Because this is how you're able to get traffic flowing, coming to your business all the time. All right. So if you do it correctly, you got like 1,000 a day, maybe 200 visitors a day. That's like 6,000 unique visitors per month. All right. Very important on that. So that's all for now, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care now, guys. Okay, now once you understand the traditional way on getting traffic from Reddit, which is submit on the regular basis. Okay, so here is what you need to do to create a viral marketing for it. All right, so let's say you get traffic. This is Reddit. You got traffic from it, right, to your blog and so on. Instead of stuck right here, which is like, okay, just one way, okay, and then boom, people left, they're not gonna come back for more, they're not gonna search for more. What you want to do is you want to be able to give them information after information all the time. So again, I like to mention this, what I refer to result in advance. Okay, result in advance means that when you create content after content, even though you are utilizing what we call the popular post, a popular headline within Reddit itself, but remember the end goal should be to making sure that people are getting one step closer to their goal. If their goal is to get a girlfriend, you know, by all means, this should be the main goal itself. So if your popular post is, let's say, before and after, okay, and then this is one part of it. This is what I call the social proof kind of post. And what you can do is you can create what I call give them an open form, where you give them lesson after lessons to teach them how to get the person of their dream or the girl of their dream and so on. This is very, very important for you to focus on. So the more you focus on this, the more you're able to grow grow the traffic, the more you're going to be able to keep your audience all together. So let's just say you got 1,000 visitors, right? 1,000 visitors. Now, unfortunately, this is how it looks like with the majority of the blog or website out there. It's going to look like this. All right. In the future, it's going to start to fail because people are going to start to recognize that, oh, you know, your website is kind of sucks and so on. Even some of the Reddit users they have 100,000 of them or 200,000 of them, they're gonna start to see things that, you know what, this guy, whenever he put up stuff, he put up on his blog or put up on his website, but his content, it just kind of sucks. I click on it, I'm not gonna click on it anymore. I don't want to waste my time for it. Okay, so that's the way they behave, and more is just gonna go against you instead of helping you. But on the other hand, if you are focusing on this, your content is great, boom, you got 1,000 visitors right here, then maybe you're gonna have a dip here, but boom, the next day, and then you're gonna start to see the slowly increase on your traffic itself, in which people are gonna start to see the information that you're gonna give it to them as a value. And not only this will increase your ranking on Reddit. Okay, why your ranking gonna start to increase? Because people know that the information that you're gonna give it to them is gonna be valued, so they are expecting to open it, so they're gonna click on it the next time. And guess what, your traffic, instead of 1,000 or 2,000 per day, is gonna start to increase to 6,000 a day, or maybe 10,000 a day. This is what you want to do on your blog. All right, so it's not so much about like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get traffic and then boom, done with it, and you're all set. And next time you're gonna come up with, hey, why it doesn't work anymore? Well, because you give them bad contents, they don't want to stick with it. But if you provide them with good contents all the time, this is when you're going to start to stick with it. This is how you're able to grow your business. All right, grow your traffic viral. That's all for now, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care now. Now, one of the fastest way to get more traffic, especially utilizing the viral aspect, is not so much about your blog post anymore. It's more into what you can put right here. Okay, so if you put all this information, like like this one get about 12 likes, no tweet yet. If you see this part itself, this is interesting. And why? Because if I click on this, it will automatically submit to Reddit directly. Okay, and then the URL, the title, and so on. This is pretty cool. So when it does receive roughly about you get into like the third page or fourth page and so on, chances are is going to pretty much receive a lot of like traffic from Reddit right away. Now right here, Stumble also have this information where he got like 1 share here, this is 12 likes here, and if I put down the key is successful, is interesting, blah blah blah, and so on, it still requires me to pretty much submit the information, whether it's vote up, vote down, it doesn't really matter. So if I go back to right here, and this one has about 90 likes, but Reddit is not here yet, and so on. But the thing is, my point of telling you this is what the viral marketing is all about. So when you send people from Reddit to here, and then you redirect them, and what happens is if they click on the like button, and most of the people, if they go on Facebook, they're not going to log out, so it will start to show up on let's say this one get about 90 likes, right? So it means that it will show up on the list, on their Facebook profile. Guess what happened next? So 90 people times an average friend on the Facebook is about 300 people. That is going to go viral to about 27,000 people, just like that. All right, so this is how you're able to get massive traffic your way, instead of just depending upon these two type of traffic that I mentioned about, which is the result in advance, and so on. Here's if you look into the diagram closely, so let's say you bring people from Reddit, right? And then one of your posts got about 1,000 visitors. Okay, so if you got 1,000 visitors here, and then 90 of them click on the like button, okay, 90 of them click on the like button, and then with an average of 300 friends, which is the average of Facebook friends of each person that they have, which is about 27,000 people. Now visualize this. How is that going to impact this one post itself? This is only one post. All right, so my point is, you got to put all this viral aspect of your business. Now in fact, if we go back, give me 1 second, go back here, it also have this email list. Okay, it also have this email list itself, in which he is pretty much using the email marketing. So if this 1,000 people plus whatever the amount gonna be from here, let's say another 500, so 1,500 people, about 30% of them opt into the list itself. All right, now what happened next is he can bring them back to these people back, 450 people, to a different post. Okay, to a different post. So 450 people, let's say from Reddit he received another 1,000, from viral he received another 500. This one post could be generating about 1,950 visitors, just like that. That's how you create viral marketing for your business. Of course, there's other factors, such as when people comment on his blog, when people talk about it, when he is using YouTube, and all this thing is going to become a viral on its own. So if we take a look at this aspect alone, and he is taking the he is using the video, which is most like, if you see this is YouTube channel itself. Now he's going to get traffic again from YouTube. This is what viral marketing is all about. Okay, so that's all for now, and I'll see you if you look at this is how people keep posting and commenting on all this stuff. Is going to create viral on its own. This is the viral aspect of the business, all right, which is something that we seldom discuss. And then this is how you're able to get traffic from Reddit, at the same time make it double or quadruple the traffic that you got. So instead of getting only 1,000 per post, you can get 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 per post. All right, so that's all for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care now, guys.